Okay, let me connect the game to OBS. I have no idea what the game is about. Like, none whatsoever. I opened it up just to see, like, how the game looks and stuff. Game's pretty interesting in style. Let me grab... Let's just make sure the game... Or it's connected to the correct game. Chat. Do this, that. There's a fly on my feet. I don't like that feeling at all. Do this. Tile. So I don't really have an idea how to play this game or what it's about, how it works, so on and so forth. That's loud. Let me do options. Do that. Okay. I might need to move my avatar at some point. Can I don't want to continue, I want to restart. Maybe it's going to in any case. When I read the sentence for the first time, I read the furries, not the feelings.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never ever.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Plunge back into the fathomless deep.
There. No ball of meat. No light in the formless nothing. Just nice women.
I like nothing.
I know you do, baby. I know.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Allenson's, or Allen C. Let's go.
Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
Look, there's an I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Wait, no. I need to belittle myself instead.
Do you really?
Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again.
Stop.
It wants to walk the desert.
I don't want to hear anything.
Hurting,
More with the
longing,
sensation.
dancing to disco music.
Take me back from this formless, disembodied nothing.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Hold on, there's a fly in my room. I want to see if I can get it first. It's one of those very active flies. Where is it? Don't see him anymore. He's gonna be back in any case, I know that.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canema motor carriage.
Stretch. Hans. Liquor.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them
It
out.
says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The Whirling in Rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Okay, so let me just check. Discord active me. Just move myself to the side a little bit so that I don't block anything. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. The reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Empty cassette case. There is a shoe. Left foot. Disco ass blazer. Health, morale.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Turn on the light bulb.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Pull again to turn the lights
The
off.
lights are off.
Pull on the fan.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Grab the tie.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie.
Man, my tie is hideous. Inland Empire. Let's go in the bathroom. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a pot. You see a bottle in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liquors.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of a man.
Okay, ad is playing right now, so let's wait for the ad to stop, or is it the other way around? Ad starting soon. Okay, so it should start soon, and hopefully we'll continue after this section. While we wait for that, I'm going to go into my controls. Can I change the control setting? Doesn't look like I can change how the controls work. So F5 is quick save. Is the ad gonna start playing now? Ad failed to run because the channel recently ran a commercial and it's on cooldown. There we go, now the ad started. Okay. Let's see. So we have a journal, inventory. So we have other things as well. We have thoughts, active thoughts, alter dialogue options. Thought bonuses differ for research and completion. We have tools, substances can be administered during dialogue. Tools are content sensitive, equip them before use. Time passes when picking new dialogue options. Read books to pass time quicker. Tasks gain experience by completing tasks or exploring. Skill points used to use points to unlock skills. Skill checks. Skill checks are basically with dice.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really nothing?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Okay.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first to make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What? How bad could it be?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
Fly is back. Where is he? Yeah. Right in front of my face. Come on, just sit still. I'm not even moving that quickly. Why are you so on edge? It's not like I'm gonna hurt you or anything. Where are you? Got him. Sweet. No more annoying fly. I'm sure everything is fine. Let's touch my nose.
It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
How about my tongue?
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I'm scared. I want to stop doing this.
Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it.
Okay, well, fine. I want to see it.
Behold,
Okay.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Sure I do. Is it some kind of superstar?
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I think it might be because I'm a superstar.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Keep making
You
that
can't,
face.
can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom.
You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar.
Okay.
You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now.
Okay. Dig deep into your mind to look at the source of that expression. Let's find the source.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
How long ago was the new?
Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
So I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
I feel the need to add a click sound when I make it.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head.
Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness, aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice canema.
Okay, I guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Okay, so internalize. What does it exactly do for us? What happened to Guillaume le Million? Who was the amber mane sparkling tease? So... Hid in the clouds, logic -1. Known origin... Electrochemistry. Okay, well, sure, let's try.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Okay. So I'm using that gun to be opened. Let's check out the window.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I should go and get that shoe.
The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Okay, so this is our journal/missions. Okay, let's go out. Calendar. It's March. The year is 51.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Officer? I'm a military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Then why'd you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
She takes another drag. All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Who in the right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
I should get going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
Your room is next to mine. Did you hear anything else last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
She nods towards room 3. Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on, alright.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Hey, I'm just lurking, but I wanted to say that the fact you read the questions out loud really sounds like you have a conversation with a lady. I mean, it does help with, like, the game itself. Otherwise, you're going to need to sit and read alongside what I'm, like, saying and stuff, and guess what I said. So it just makes kind of sense. Was I singing this? Shows her the empty case of the smallest church in St. Sains.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also...
What else?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
And it gets the conversation to be genuine, yeah. When you say wounded, do you mean like in a cool way, like a wild beast?
Yes. It was very cool.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so... Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon.
Thank you.
There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
It prides me to hear this. Tell me there was more.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
What is it that they have against police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Should that mean something to me?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranier, another part of the world.
Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And that's what? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Okay. Well, I can go now.
Glad to have
Or you
been
can-
of assistance.
Okay. She left a nice long stub in the ashtray, still smoking. There's something on the table. Okay. Money. Let's go out the balcony. I'm guessing this is where I go out to the balcony. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. My shoe. A gust of briny wind washes over you.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet like two baby crocodiles.
Wait, these don't look like normal cop shoes.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Okay. So my morale is currently at 0. Guess I must be incredibly negative usually. Okay, I guess I can't go in there.
The door is closed.
Quick save. Let's go check out this thing here. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper, Trompe le Monde. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. I'm probably butchering all these names. A lot of words that Melly would correct me upon. This is where the lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing in it. Or into it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system
Through a PA system.
by other people.
This goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
I was thinking maybe I should sing something happy, like from those ostentatious orchestrations, folks.
No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Yeah. Finish the thought. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. This is the water cooler. A large bubble is rising from to the surface.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
Look at this stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. The small steel tag says as much. The Great Skua. Stegoarius Skua.
What happened to that bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where the man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did Silly go?
She just, you know...
He shrugs.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She's just... what?
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
Yeah. The soft purr of the electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone's working. Inside you catch a glimpse of the Union paraphernalia, a striker poster. I couldn't read that. Sign that reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members. Doors opens at 1600. The door is bolted. The sign reads, Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1. The Royal Pinball Machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Invent a name for yourself.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It's not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Yeah, just talk to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
Okay, and there's ad playing. I'll be right back. Just gonna get something to munch on. I'm back. I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
You mean the Eternal Affairs?
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean?
Yes,
But they're just white rectangles.
they're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Okay.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Okay, so where is the body?
Hello, sweetie.
The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am?
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
I don't know, Wink. Maybe I have?
You rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Where'd it go? Wait. Wait. I just need to make sure my mic isn't muted. Okay, it's not. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In Revacol?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Revachol. All I know is Revachol used to be really cool in the 30s.
The new disco dancing. It seems like a lifetime ago.
Her eyes filled with a light reflected on those gilded years when the city seemed full of possibilities.
Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the world. A rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Everyone says so, even foreigners. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
The spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Okay.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
I'd like to think that it's the dictatorship of the proletarians, but something tells me it's not.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
If they've got no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
What is the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
I just want to check. So all of these are like type of emotions and stuff. And we can level them up as we go.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
I'm sorry, it was very rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime, riddling backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my.
She sounds...
But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
No, I know, but there's also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why, 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down, perhaps another time. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Let me check my backpack with a pen. So it doesn't really seem like I can do anything much. Let's go outside. Saw that there was a guy in a bottle or something. A heap of snow melts in the wheelbarrow. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police."
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
I'm looking for a dead body.
Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
Even all the way over here, there's a drop of death in the spring air.
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm a bit disoriented. This is Revachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
What's up in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
And the east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
What about the south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What's on the other side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
On the west.
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Thank you for the info.
No problem.
She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
She hides it well, but behind the sweat and dirt there is something else. in her rigid posture.
There's more to you than that.
Is there?
The quickness of the reply certainly does not prove you wrong.
Yeah, so what are you doing here?
I'm working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
But...
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
Salts? Ammonium salts. Perhaps useful for later.
What is this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
Points to the sign.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
I don't mean to startle you.
Okay.
Okay, I have to run.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
One more thing, can I borrow your gloves?
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Thank you. Gloves gives me interfacing. Bye bye bugs. Pigs go home the street. Name is illegible. Trash. There are bottles inside. You can pick them up if you had a bag. Rue de Saint Ghislaine, 8B.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Visual calluses. Reconstruct the movement.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there and then accelerated straight into the fence. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Is it connected to the case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
Okay.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Kuno's got this.
2 minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. There was someone who had to pick up a package.
As an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Damn.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno!
Yells the kid to the other kid behind the fence. Hey kid, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Well, what does that mean?
The kid is obviously high.
Oh. Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Are your kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Kid, you wanna hang out? I'm not an narc.
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Fast. This kid has got street smarts.
Look, I've got questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
I meant who he was before he died.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see anything happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, so where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking...
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesco, or I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Okay, where's Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Have we seen anyone suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Wow. About the crime scene. You kids often play in the yard?
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. fuck do you want with it?
Might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Gotta ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Boy points to his chest with both his thumbs.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Interesting. You refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrilling the violent-like fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Just answer the
Help!
questions.
He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's a full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across March.
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Who put you up to this?
No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
Who put you up to this?
No one. Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Someone puts you up to this.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Listen to your friend.
Edgarte put you up to this?
Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno! Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
How do you know that? You can't see inside my head. Can you read my mind, Kuno?
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You should have hit the Kuno, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Nice people.
You don't talk to me about my fucking people! You don't know where I come from! You're just Kuno's bottom bitch!
Cool, I've got questions though.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
I guess I can't quick save here. This is a white check, you may retry it.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Boundary pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
Well, it kind of has her confused.
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Huh.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Huh.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Doesn't sound smell
Active
so bad.
decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Let's try not throwing up.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected.
Try to walk away.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks, wipe your mouth.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, where do we get ammonia from?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell.
Head towards the plaza.
If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Thank you. A rickety ladder. A ladder for kids that wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Get an exact count.
Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Count more.
5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gate is undeveloped.
I'm pretty good at this, ain't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys were going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Heavy one 200 kilogram imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was carrying him over.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Think of why he would have carried him?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Maybe the victim refused to walk on his own, lynching.
You have a point there. Anyway, it's something to consider. What else can you see?
Light step, number 41 shoe.
A woman? Or a kid?
Maybe a woman.
Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
I don't.
Understood. Anything else?
An aberration, one sole smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the old soul.
Have any ideas?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Could be.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Not thoughtfully.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
I'm not sure. We don't want to attract too much attention.
You're right. Let's keep a low profile.
How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
I think we have a firm understanding so far.
The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
We've been through all of it. The winch mechanism has been oxidized for some years.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Why am I looking at the Spalo roofing material?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite.
Pull,
That's why they're too orderly.
pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Let's see. Well, that's gruesome. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. Poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police shouldn't intervene?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
He points to the ladder in the corner.
see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
An empty tube of magnesium supplement. Magnesium supplement you rub on your chest to live a happy magnesium-rich life. It's trying to path me over there. Doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Money. Take all. Bucket. Postcard grand. Okay. Nose of bed. Some stuff laying around here and there. Money. More money. Can we get over to there? More money? No. I think this is just a side way to get on the roof here. Can we get there or do we have to go? No. Guess we can't go that way around, so let's just go on. Back. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Let's get out of here. Okay. Crates. Magnesium and money. Someone is trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse. Go check out this dumpster.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Am I looking at your trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
To read what's on the side. The litter ore wears the crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. Okay, we can sprint. Good. What's this?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Main hall, building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then,
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
she thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Pardon? This is not Kuno. Please just stop calling here. I don't have time to...
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Adrono Orlando here.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Let's leave this area alone for now. Let's go talk with the gardener real quick about those ammonia or the smelling salts.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
You still have the have your salts? I think I could use some.
Sure. I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
I have to run. Amon apple. Okay. Morale is up. Let's see what happens when we try to interact with the body again with the smelling salts.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
I'm going to... the percentages are way too low, so let's see if there's anything else we can do to, like, ease the entire smell. Let's go also... I'm guessing this is the guy's car.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you.
Pull out the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
Get the pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Take the rubber-handled chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts.
Take the hand crank flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Push in the pull-out
Pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Tap the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation: we're not going anywhere right now.
Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up and a green button labeled prime line glows like a feline eye, and then the soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Could you connect me to the 41st precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold. The static crackles softly.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, station 41. I've got urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
I'm reporting in. Over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Let me just alt tab so I can read the chat. My maternal language is French. What is your status? Say nothing.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Haha, officer, I lost my badge. Haha, like I'm the first cop who've ever misplaced his badge.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh, goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Can we move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Holy shit. We can truly recognize each other just with our shitty accents.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
No, it's not there.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Convinced that it's not.
Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth.
No.
And then it becomes it.
I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over.
This might sound odd, but there are personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
I need information, not fear.
Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Just use my name, will you?
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Understood, sir. Over.
10-10 over.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Pick up the radio
This
again.
is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Let's see what saved is.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Fellatio, and you're listening to Speed Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby, startled by the roaring radio. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe it picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right?
Speed Freaks FM, huh?
Oh, is that what it was called?
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Pick up the radio again.
Souped up motor carriage for one bad mama's boy. For the heavier foot and the freakier.
God damn it!
The lieutenant moves quick as he switches off the radio and sends the pre-line, and he turns to you.
Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak or...
What about heavy on foot?
You would be too if you had this motor carriage.
He snaps half seriously.
But seriously, let's quit joking around, alright? We have a case to investigate.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone?
Nah, we're done.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. Right foot yearns for the familiar touch of the accelerator pedal. You have synced with the machine's mechanical circulation.
How are you, my friend?
The smell of freshly treated leather, the lack of dirt and dust on the dashboard, and a neat little brush in the cup holder. All seem to be whispering, I'm good, cherished and cared for, in the hands of a tending owner.
Where have you been? Mortal critical low, health, heal yourself now. Damaged morale, huh?
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eaten them all up now. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I'm seriously living on it. I'm just get lit. Corpses hang on trees. I'm putting fuck you.
Yes, it can be difficult to be on the receiving end of so much distrust and outright hatred.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while." Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer.
Okay. So... basically, if you do some stuff incorrectly, you basically just die. Aww. Save is so far away. I'll need to quick save a lot more. Options, settings. A way to increase quick save times. Or auto save times at least. Okay, interesting. Incredibly interesting. Okay, I think I'm done with this game for now. I feel like playing Deadlock later tonight. I might stream that. Oh yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be up pretty early. I think like at 9 in the morning-ish. Because we have a plan to play Goose Goose Duck with a few other people. Some fun times. Social deductions and stuff. So yeah, no, I'm gonna basically save my brain cells that I have for tomorrow. And stream then. It's gonna be early, I don't know how long, maybe short, I don't know. We'll see. Disco Elysium seems pretty fun and interesting. But now that I know that I have to quick save a lot more, I'm pretty discouraged that I have to go back to where I was. So basically before every big interaction, I'm gonna save. Yeah, thank you for popping on by, Melly. I'll be streaming later tonight, maybe. Not sure. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow at GMT +2 at probably 9:30, 10-ish in the morning. We will see. Yeah, in any case, hope to see you guys then. I hope you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, and for the people who have a night, good night.